The blue sea invigorates me. The exotic landscape captivates the eye. I find myself enchanted by a new allure each time, making me return again and again. It's the Malay Peninsula, consisting of the three nations of Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. I decide on a train journey to get a closer look at the Malay Peninsula, which is full of sights and activities. Their lives progress at a beat slower than others amid a wonderful natural environment. On the other hand, in the cityscapes created by a history of suffering, no two things are alike. Thus, every day is full of festivities, where there is no room for boredom. The Malay Peninsula, the gateway between East and West, has also been called the Golden Peninsula since long ago due to its rich resources. My journey starts in the traveler's paradise, Thailand. The Malay Peninsula is situated between the South China Sea to the east and the Andaman Sea, as well as the Strait of Malacca to the west. The total length of the peninsula alone is over 1,100 kilometers. My Malay Peninsula journey begins in southern Thailand and continues to Malaysia and Singapore. My first destination is Nakhon Si Thammarat. Thailand, in the heart of Southeast Asia, has a 2,600-kilometer coastline and is home to the River Kwai, which proves that it is truly a land of water. There is another thing you can't leave out when talking about Thailand. It's the large and small temples. This shouldn't come as a surprise, as 90% of its citizens are Buddhist. I was a bit concerned because of the things I heard on the news about Thailand, but the city actually looks the same as it did when I came last year. If anything has changed, it's that there are more yellow Buddhist items than usual.
거리 곳곳에 의류용품 파는 데가 굉장히 많아요. 거리에 통등들도 많고 불상들도 굉장히 많고 이 근처에는 큰 사원만 6개가 넘게 있다고 하네요. 아마도 태국이 전통적인 불교 국가라서 그런가 봐요.
I'm on my way to the largest of the 6 temples. Isn't experiencing the religion a way of understanding a country's culture? Then, I accidentally encounter an unusual procession in the street. People are dancing as they walk, holding a yellow strip of cloth that is so long I can't see the end. All sorts of different instruments combined with traditional Thai music to create a merry mood. It turns out that today is Maka Bucha Day, a festival held just one day a year. Everyone dances and shares the joy, as this is a festive occasion. The closer I get to the temple, the larger the procession of yellow cloth, carried by people from all around. They are all headed to Mahawihan Temple in the center of the city. Built in the 8th century, this is one of the oldest temples. There are over 50 small pagodas that surround the principal white stupa, which is called a chedi. Buddha relics are said to be enshrined in the chedi, and it is a famous temple that even appears on the face of a Thai coin. Worshippers wind the yellow cloth, which symbolizes gold, around the pagoda 3 times in prayer. It is out of reverence toward Buddha and his disciples. Not even half the day has passed, and all of the pagodas have thick layers of yellow cloth wound around them. Crowds are bustling, and the Buddhist pagodas are waves of yellow. It is truly the largest temple in southern Thailand.
ที่นี่ก็จะเป็นองค์เจดีย์ซึ่งข้างในเนี่ยนะครับจะมีฟันด้านบนข้างซ้ายของพระพุทธเจ้าอยู่นะครับซึ่งที่นี่เนี่ยส่วนยอดสุดเนี่ยแงนขึ้นไปดูเราก็จะเห็นว่าทำด้วยทองคำน้ำหนัก216 กิโลกรัมถวายไว้นะครับเป็นพุทธบูชาแด่องค์สมเด็จพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้านะครับ
There is a particular order in which the prayer must follow. They wind the yellow cloth with respect. Then they insert a flower made of wood in the cloth, offering a personal prayer. I place my prayer into this single flower.
저를 아는 모든 사람들이 행복하게 해달라고 빌었어요.
There is another way to make a wish. It's by placing a coin in the gap under the pinnacle.
ก็เหมือนกับว่าจะเป็นสิริมงคลกับตัวเอง
แล้วก็ทำรวยเลยนะ
ค่ะก็จะดี
It's for fun, but still it feels good if the coin slides right in. Oh, but why is that person gathering the coins?
แล้วก็ใช้ที่ไหนมาไว้สำนักงานจะประโยชน์สำนักงานใหญ่จะประโยชน์
Just one day out of 365 days. It was a special chance for me to get a feel of the piety that the Thai people have for something so precious in life. I will be boarding the night train.
싱마타이 열차는 싱가포르, 말레이시아, 타이를 잇는 3국을 잇는 열차인데요. 열차 하나를 통해서 3국을 다 돌 수 있다는 엄청난 매력을 갖고 있습니다.
It is a traveling course created by collaborative efforts of the 3 countries. The Sing Ma Thai train is popular among backpackers as it will save them expenses and also provide a place to sleep.
Where are you from? You're from Spain? From Spain? Where are you going?
We're going to Chiang Mai.
Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai? How long time?
We will stay for 1 week, and then we're going to Cambodia. And we're coming back to Thailand to travel to the south.
Then
It's 12 hours.
12 hours train.
So,
Good. Great.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
bye.
I'll have to hurry and see about my ticket. They assign seats on a first-come, first-served basis. Unfortunately, no sleeping compartments are available.
Tonight,
Yeah.
departure time 10:50.
Yeah.
Bangkok to Pattaya.
Yeah. Thank you. 앉아서 가야 됩니다. 긴 시간이지만 힘내야겠네요.
I have a feeling tonight won't be very smooth. I have a little time left, so I might as well fill my stomach before I go.
Fried shrimp with garlic and pepper. Boribap?
Pad Thai, a stir-fried dish, is my favorite Thai dish.
팟타이를 샀습니다. 오늘 밤 중요한 양식이 되겠습니다.
Plane fare is expensive in Thailand, which is why most common folks use the train for long-distance transportation. People waiting for the night train is not such an unfamiliar sight.
다들 너무 편하게 계시네요. 이렇게 앉아 있으니까 여행 온 기분이 듭니다.
The Thai railway is developed compared to railways in other Southeast Asian countries. The structure is convenient, with the platform at ground level. There is the added romance of the conductors going around checking each ticket, too.
진정한 여행이라면 이런 기차 여행이 아닐까 나름 생각을 했었던 것 같아요. 나름 좋은 기차 열차 칸에서 침대도 있고 욕실도 있는 그런 좋은 열차도 있겠지만 오히려 이런 낭만적인 열차야말로 진정한 여행의 묘미가 아닌가 생각합니다. 이런 것도 봤는데요. 이거는 수건인지 가운인지 모르겠어요. 아무튼 이 여행 너무 기대가 됩니다. 정말 빅타올이네요. 이불로 쓸 수 있을 것 같아요.
Beyond the window, a jolting view rushes by and a new day begins. It's been about 6 hours from Nakhon Si Thammarat. I arrive in Pathalong after racing through the lush green nature of Southeast Asia. With a population of 40,000, Pathalong is one of the top autonomous economic regions among the 76 Thai provinces. In the center is what is referred to as Pathalong's heart, the expansive Thale Noi lake. To the east of the lake is Thailand's Eastern Bay. Thale Noi is 1/3 the size of Jeju Island in Korea. It is home to over 100 animal species, including buffalo, great black cormorants, common kingfishers, and all sorts of aquatic plants.
이 눈앞에 보이는 이 넓은 호수가 탈레 너이라는 호수인데요. 탈레 너이는 태국말로 작은 바다라는 뜻이에요. 이 호수는 바닷물이 넘쳐 들어와서 막혀서 생긴 큰 호수인데요. 이 크기가 태국에서도 몇 안 되는 호수들 중에 하나라고 하네요.
Thale Noi is renowned for its beauty even in Thailand, which is known as the nation of water. And Thale Noi is nicknamed the home of water.
저기 좀 보세요. 고기를 잡고 있는 것 같아요.
The loosely stacked wooden tower looks much too perilous for me. I'm going for a closer look.
사와디카. 안녕하세요. 언니 알아일까? 언니 알아일까?
아니 뭐
뭐?
Mong refers to the ladder made by linking pieces of wood. The old man made this himself.
요겨 잡으라. 이게 요겨 낚시법인 것 같아요.
Yokyo fishing, which uses a mong to catch fish, is a traditional method which dates back to ancient times. He climbs the long ladder-like frame and moves the center of gravity to the tip like a seesaw. wide net that was placed in the lake bed is drawn up.
고기 잡혔어요? 아, 저게 고기예요? 멸치 같은데. 저 멀리서 볼 때는 이 단순하게 나무 이렇게 틀인 줄 알았는데 보니까 가까이 보니까 굉장히 중심축이 제대로 맞지 않으면 움직이지 않는 지뢰대 원리를 제대로 이용하고 있는 것 같아요. 한마디로 굉장히 기계적이고 과학적인 설계 같은 느낌이 들어요.
It's more fascinating the more I look at it. I'm suddenly amazed at the wisdom that dates back thousands of years. The people draw up the riches of the lake slowly, as if in slow motion. The Yokyo fishing alone creates a wonderful view of the lake. This region, where the sea and freshwater meet, is one of the most propitious sites on this expansive lake. They usually catch small fish the size of one's palm, anchovies, or prawns year-round. The peculiar fishing method, reminiscent of water wheels on salt farms, has stimulated my curiosity. The slightly built elderly man does it well. It will be an embarrassment if I can't.
이렇게 하는 거예요?
You have to check the net frequently during Yokyo fishing. You have to draw up the net every 15 minutes when fishing for anchovies.
고기 잡혔네요, 저기 멸치가 잡혔습니다.
It's a poor catch because I drew up the net too soon.
제 키에 한 3배 정도 되겠는데요? 그래서 사실 굉장히 어려워요. 머리서 볼 땐 되게 쉬워 보였는데 이것도 굉장한 기술이 필요한 그런 작업이네요.
The trick is to adjust the strength of your wrists and move to scoop the net up and down.
한 마리 잡혔네요. 그래도 제가 처음 잡아본 요겨 짜뿌라의 멸치입니다. 자, 살아있습니다.
Among the various fish, apparently these anchovies are a profitable product.
ผมทำงานมา40 ปีแล้วอาชีพยกยอนี้ของโบราณเป็นยังไงกันดูนายเนี่ยจำชื่อนายของโบราณ
Back at home, people are busy at work, cleaning the fish that John Moon brought home that morning. They're able to get a good price for them because these fish are hard to find in other regions, and they're quite plump. I'm guessing everyone here is a member of John Moon's family. This is John Moon's younger sister. The woman next to her is his wife, and that's his sister-in-law.
이곳에 고기를 잡으며 살아가시는 분들이 전부 다 가족분들이시래요. 대대손손 이렇게 가족들이 모여서 낚시를 하며 살아가고 계시네요.
In the village, relatives form communities and make a living by farming or fishing. Once the fish have been cleaned, they're dried and stored to make them last for a long time without going bad. However, the way they dry the anchovies is a bit different from the Korean method. Instead of steaming them before drying, they dry them fresh. They dry up nicely in a day and keep well because the sun is so hot. The least amount of cooking produces the best flavor. Isn't this also true in life? Thale Noi Lake teaches me what it means to live a simple and modest life. I'm getting a good feeling about this trip from the way it's starting out. Thale Noi, which boasts a large scale among lakes in Thailand, looks different according to the depth of the water. This time, I'm going out onto the lake.
ไปถอนกระจูดเดี๋ยวไปเอากระจูดถอนกระจูดมาเอาเชิญเลยมาด้วยกันครับผมครับคุณครับครับ
Thanks to this generous man, it seems I'm going to get a nice tour. The reeds here are famous in Thailand. About 1 hour since our departure, the deep blue open water disappears and is replaced with a completely different view. The once quiet lake tenses up at the sight of people. As the buffalo and waterfowl let us pass, the reed fields reveal themselves.
여기가 지금 탈레의 가운데인가요?
ไม่ใช่กลางทะเลน้อยอันนี้มันออกมาคลองยวน
Green life is dense up against the lake. The wetlands and sand create optimal conditions for them to grow. Among them, reeds, which are green year-round, are the best. They look a bit different from the common reeds that we usually see. They're much shorter, and the reeds are much thinner.
จะเลือกเอาแต่ต้นที่สีเขียว
이게 갈대라고 하네요.
สีเขียวเนี่ยเอาไปทำพวกกระเป๋าได้
Kwan comes twice a day to pick reeds.
ถ้าเกิดเราจับไม่แน่นเนี่ยกระจูดเนี่ยมันจะบาดมือเราได้นะครับเข้าไปแล้วเอามือนี่ช่วยดึงมาด้วย
이게 얇아서
นี่
이렇게 감아서 이렇게 당기면 이게 얇아서
ได้ทีละต้น
잘 뽑힐 것 같은데 생각보다 굉장히 어렵네요.
I have to pick only the green reeds, but the thin, spiky reeds aren't easy to pluck with bare hands.
นี่ที่ว่ามือเป็นแผลนะเป็นแผลเพราะว่าเราจับจนกระจูดนี่ไม่แน่นพอไม่แน่นเสร็จแล้วมันรูดมันก็บาดนิ้วเราได้แต่เวลาจับกระจูดเนี้ยเราจับแบบนี้แล้วกระจูดจับแบบนี้นะครับแล้วก็
진정 피땀 흘려 그 얻은 노동의 대가가 아닌가 생각이 드네요. 저 잘했죠?
โอเค
취직시켜 주시는 거죠.
To Kwan, the reeds are as important as the anchovies are to the Yokyo fishermen. I agree to follow Kwan, who has spent his entire life on this ocean-like lake. There is a village of about 30 houses that's a 10-minute walking distance from the lake, where Kwan was born and raised. Their greeting is short as they're busy weaving baskets. They make them with the reeds from the lake.
손놀림이 대단하시네요.
The females of the village usually start making craft work when they enter elementary school.
이것이 진정한 장인의 손이라고 할 수 있습니다. 자, 보세요. 손이 생각보다 고우세요, 근데. 섬세한 손길이 있어요.
เขาซื้อตึงบาน
ตึงบาน
เขามาซื้อตึงบาน
ซื้อตึงบานเหรอ
แม่ค้าก็มาซื้อที่บ้าน
ซื้อบานเหรอ
มาซื้อทีตึงทีซื้อตึงทีเลย
นี่มาตั้งแต่นี่เลย
แม่ค้ามาซื้อตึงทีนี่เลย
ถึงที่นี่เหรอ
Udompon has made these handcrafts for 50 years, and it's how she raised her 6 children. Most of the villagers do manual work like this. The craftwork from this village is so popular that they are considered requisite wedding items.
뭔가 장인의 마을 같기도 하고요. 평생을 앉아서 저렇게 갈대를 메우셨다니까 내공이 느껴지는 것 같습니다.
The husband picks the reeds and his wife tends to them. How do these rough, grassy reeds turn into flat, colorful reeds? First, she works mud into them sufficiently. That way they don't crack when they dry.
이틀 동안 말린 게 이거고요. 네. 이거를 이걸 꺼내서
She flattens the dried reeds. What is essential at this stage is a cylindrical stone. With the stone and the added weight of a person, the reeds are flattened out. Kwan and his wife have been making reed crafts for 3 generations.
잠깐만요. 이 맷돌이 되게 맨들맨들하다. 이게 얼마나 쓰신 거예요?
10년.
10년 동안 이 맷돌을 가신 거예요? 내 말로 해야겠죠? 장인의 발길을 느끼려면. 자, 한번 해보겠습니다. 이게 균형 감각이 없이는 힘들 것 같네요. 역시 쉬운 일이 하나도 없는 거죠.
Before they used this large millstone, they used a wooden bat to beat the reeds flat. Seeing as she is smiling, I must be doing a pretty good job.
그렇군요.
네.
네. 자, 이렇게.
Thale Noi คืออาชีพประจูดทำมาเป็นร้อยๆปีแล้วช่วงไล่คนเกย์เลยที่เขาทำมานะถึงเราก็คือมาตอนลังๆเลยอ่ะคือจำได้ว่าเป็น100 ปีมาแล้วที่ทำอาชีพลักนึงตั้งไม่มีไอ้นี่ก็ไม่รู้ไม่มีอาชีพอะไรจะทำจะเริ่มมาเลยกับประมงร่องริ้งที่ทำอยู่ทุกวัน
I can understand what she means, having spent a full day on Thale Noi Lake. Kwan's family has prepared enough for my share at their table.
น้ำชุบน้ำพริกปลาทอด
This meal has been bestowed by the lake.
메기구이.
อาหารทุกอย่างนะในหมูปลาทุกอย่างเนี่ยมาจากทะเลน้อยทั้งนั้นเลยที่เราไปเที่ยวเมื่อตอนเย็นมาจากทะเลน้อยนะครับ
Reminded of Yokyo fishing, I reach for the stir-fried shrimp first.
말로에 태국 음식들이 가정식이라 한국 사람이 저한테 안 맞을 줄 알았는데 굉장히 입에 잘 맞네요.
ใช้ไม่ได้นะ
사람이다 아니다.
ใช้ตอนกลางนี่
아,
ทั้งกลางตัด
제 숟가락을 쓰면 안 된다고요?
ค่ะ
똑합. 이렇게 덜어 먹어야 되는 습관이 있군요.
Before I know it, I've emptied my plate without a trace. It has been a grateful and unforgettable time. These people diligently lead their lives, persisting in their traditions on a lake that is green with life year-round. They coexist in their own ways as they rely on one another, and they will continue that way like these rails that lay side by side. The views that I see, the valuable ties that I make, all become life's lessons and will become motifs for the films I will be making. What new things await me in my next destination? The Malay Peninsula gets more interesting as I go on.